This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington football team. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Rams.
They run with Henderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 1st and 10, Logan. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Logan's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 2, Logan. And Robinson with a big catch.
Come on, bring it, baby.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown,
Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point forthcoming.
The extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Washington nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Mack. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
26, Mike. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
33-yard line.
Off play action. Logan, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Logan trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Recovered by the Rams.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Here we go.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pick.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a run back. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Washington nothing.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Washington. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
To just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now Mack.
At the Rams' 35-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point.
Yeah, I'll get on after this Madden game.
So we're
Sharks not getting the first run of the day.
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
No way.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think.
No.
His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And it's 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he... He's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
3rd and 4.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! 11.
Now a run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson, fighting his way through contact. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. 12, fellas, here we go. Mike, check. 59.
Mack off the draw play. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes this Washington 27, Rams 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Logan going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
21. Here we go. 26.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Sean Robinson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
26 switch up.
From the gun, Logan. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of that.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Matthew Ioannidis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Logan. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
3rd down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. There's Garoppolo to throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Oh, now he'll try and chuck. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, Logan. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. There he goes goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again. Dobbs. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
5 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First down, Rams.
Here's Henderson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.